Well, all right then, bitch. Welcome to the podcast. You're listening to I Got Time. This is episode 1, okay? Because, well, you know I'm batshit, so these are going to be episodes. Bitch, if I'm recording, I'm having a motherfucking episode, because welcome to the show. Welcome to the motherfucking show, girl. As you already have caught on, because we've been in here for nothing but 28 seconds, bitch. I curse. I cuss. I don't curse. I don't curse. Now, let me clear that up. Because there's a difference between a curse and a cuss. Okay, bitch, I cuss. I don't curse. Cursing bitches is rude. And as a bitch who does magic, girl, anytime you curse a motherfucker, that shit comes right back around to you. I've already dealt with that too many times in my life, and I'm not dealing with the shit no more. Okay? Talk about it. I say an amen. Bust down. Amen. And period. There are many bitches in life who I wanted to curse like a motherfucker, and I did. And I had to eat that shit, bitch. Ooh, when I tell you, I remember in 2021, I cursed the motherfucker so goddamn good, I knew their life was in shambles, bitch. And when I tell you my life ended up in shambles right the fuck after, and I said, what the fuck is going on with my life? Why my shit is all funny? And all I heard was God say, well, bitch, what goes around comes around. I said, oh, unfair. I said, but they were mean to me. And God said, no. You thought something was going on against you, but everything is actually working out for you. So if things are working out for you, how the fuck is it ever going to be against you? If you go to the motherfucking gym and you start lifting weights, bitch, you gonna get mad at the weights because they heavy? You gonna get mad at the weights because they pushing back? Or are you gonna be happy about that tone and that definition that you done got because you was keeping your ass in the gym on track? You right, God. You right, God. Thank you for keeping it a stack. And just like that, I got my shit together right quick because I didn't want no more motherfucking attacks from the universe. I said, oh no, ma'am. Oh no, ma'am, I'm creating my own reality. Oh, the bitch was only rude to me and treating me that way just simply because they were my reflection and I was already treating myself like that on the inside of myself, wanted it to happen on the outside because it needed to get real loud in this motherfucker because I wasn't listening. Oh, okay. Heard you. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe, for helping me get it together. And in the words of Mrs. Honeybee of motherfucking Heights, what does she say? Here's a lesson. You should change your perception. You can learn a different lesson. That's not what the fuck I said. I said, here's a suggestion. Change your perception. You can learn a different lesson. Okay, there we go. That's what I said. I say an amen, period. And what? Bust down. So, this podcast is going to be one where I am going to just riff. I'm going to go off the cuff. I'm going to go off script because I personally believe that showing up authentically is really the next wave of humanity. It's really what we're meant to be doing. And I personally feel that you bitches need instructions. I feel like you guys need an example. I think that you motherfuckers need someone to show up and do it. I think. Maybe, I don't know. Some of the girls are probably already doing it, but I don't come across it enough. And maybe that's because I don't do it enough. Ooh, clocked myself again. Bitch, she stays clocking herself. Well, it is I Got Time. Somebody said today, honey, can you please get into why time? Like, why did you spell it like the herb? Like, what's that about? And so the reason why I chose I Got Time is because my original social media, not my original, but my social media prior to I Got Time was Authentic Burns. And I came up with Authentic Burns with some friends in New York City. And I was revamping my social media and I was changing it from Insta Burns. And I wanted something that was more fitting. And they brought to my attention that I was quite authentic. And we just came up with Authentic Burns. And I was like, oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I said, that's cut. Okay, period. Let's do it. And so I ended up creating this new page called Authentic Burns. So I had Insta Burns, which was my Instagram for my photos, personal and stuff like that. And then in my photography and things. And then, because I swore I was a model, bitch. Okay, and I am. Bitch, I am. I give it, girl. I give it. You caught the motherfucking album. And if you haven't yet, check out my new album that's streaming on all platforms, Honey Flows Infinity. And you'll be able to see that she gives editorial. She gives avant-garde. She gives bitch silhouette. silhouette. Bitch, she gives shapes, okay? She gives it, girl. She gives it. I'm Vogue. Bitch, I am Vogue. I am Vogue. And if Vogue don't ever first of all, let's not even go there. Vogue will have me in an issue. Because if they don't, they're going to have an issue. Okay? They will have me in a motherfucking issue on the cover. On the motherfucking cover. Okay? And it's going to say something about Mrs. Honeybee of the Highest. Changing humanity one day at a time. Okay? Lifting these bitches up. Genuinely because she got time. Spitting bars. Flowing effortlessly. Alchemizing on her time. No beat in the background because she flows on her own rhythm and rhyme. She does it every time. The bitch is so divine. She comes through with the freestyle flows. Don't need to even write her rhymes. Sickening. Every line. Okay, period, girl. You know, we're seeing. Let's see what's teenies. Let's see what's tea. Let's see what's tea. I love this because this podcast is going to be my opportunity to continue to practice and rehearse my freestyle alchemical lyricism. I love channeling. I love delivering raw bars. It's really who I am. I'm not a battle rapper. I am a freestyle alchemical lyricist. Get my shit right, my nigga. I am a freestyle alchemical lyricist, okay? Coined the motherfucking phrase, Mrs. Honeybee of the motherfucking Highest said it, okay? Created it. Brought it about, okay? Founded it. Everything, bitch. Put my name on that motherfucking shit. The bitches can use it, but just make sure you give homage to the original freestyle alchemical lyricist. Cute. Shout out to the bitches who do inspire me, though, because there are quite a bit of folks who inspire me. I don't necessarily want to say their names just yet because I don't really want to have to deal with copyright and stuff like that. So I'm going to be conscious of what I be saying on here or whose names and stuff I say. I'm going to do my best because y'all know me, bitch. I'm so fucking raw. I'm so fucking bleh, bitch. I'll throw everything up. I don't hide nothing. I don't want to do that. I like to just tell everything, and I'm also understanding that sometimes that might not necessarily work with my intention or what I'm wanting to deliver, and I know that not everybody lives the same way that I do, and so I don't never want to really spill somebody else's tea because those aren't my herbs. So anyway, let's get back into I Got Time. Why did I choose time and spelled it like the herb? Segue. Segue. That was a cute little segue. It was cute how I just did that little doo-doo-boo-doo-doo. Amen. So I chose I Got Time quite divinely, actually. I had really stepped away from social media in a grand way. I deleted all my videos off of TikTok. I had deactivated a lot of my shit. Bitches was texting my friends, like one of my friends in particular. I'm not going to say my friends, but I will say one of my best friends, I was staying with her in Las Vegas, and she was like, honey, somebody messaged me looking for you, and they're like, they've been looking for you everywhere. They can't find you. They're worried. They want to know where you are. What do I tell them? And I'm like, girl, pay them dust. Let them know that if they need to find me, they will divinely. Okay. But other than that, you're not my assistant. So they don't need to be reaching out to you looking for me. Like, girl, you get to mind your business, and you don't got to tell them shit. That way there's no trend happening where people are reaching out to you looking for me, and you don't got to take that responsibility. She's like, oh, cute, bet. And so I really just dipped off of social media. I didn't even tell anybody that I was leaving. I just left, which was kind of shitty, to be honest with you, because I had a lot of supporters and I didn't think about that consciously at the time. I didn't really consider how many people were really relying on my content. And I just took the content away and I took myself away. So it was like I pulled the rug from everybody's feet, bitch, and just dipped. And it was like, wait a minute, bitch, you could leave if you want to, but leave the fucking content, girl, because that's changing humanity. And I did it in such a way that was so lethal, bitch. Motherfuckers was worried. And I just had one of my friends actually hit me up like 2 days ago because I'm going viral right now on TikTok in this whole celebrity drama. And I was on this particular news channel station on Instagram that reposted me, right? And so she hit me up and she goes, bitch, what the fuck is this? And then she goes, and I've been looking for your ass everywhere, girl. I thought you died. I literally thought you were nowhere to be found. I'm hitting up the crew, bitch, and don't nobody know where you're at. And so obviously that news station, they had tagged me in their Instagram post, so she was able to find me. And so her and I are having a kiki and everything, and I'm like, bitch, I'm over here. Like I'm in Chicago. I'm doing my motherfucking big one, girl. I'm helping people love themselves and teaching people how to create a life of fulfillment, and I'm helping people master themselves, and that's what I'm doing as of now. I used to do entertainment, so dancing, acting, singing, choreographing, aerial work. She was a Spanish web flyer, honey. Okay, she was up 30 feet, bitch, hanging from her wrist. Okay, doing inverses and shit, bitch. I used to fuck it up, bitch, and I still can. So check that. And so it's so cool because now that people are coming across me again, I'm also in a completely different space mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and energetically. And I ended up coming up with this name, I Got Time, while I was on my hiatus, on my sabbatical. And all I heard was, I got time. I was like, what name am I going to come back as? I got time. I got time. And I was like, okay. But then I literally was like, wait a minute. What if I spelled I like the first I? And what if I spelled time like the herb? I spelled time like the herb because I was really getting to my herbology bag, bitch. I was over there in my friend's house in Vegas, bitch, and I was cooking. I was at her house for like 2 months. She was on tour. And she was like, just take care of my shit. And I was like, bitch, I got you down. And so she was like, anything in the house, bitch, you could have it. Like, eat whatever you want to eat. The spiritual cabinet is over there, bitch. Anything that's in that cabinet, use it. And she was like, just make sure my house is good to take care of her. I was like, I will love her down. Don't even trip. So I'm in the house and my friend had mad fucking oatmeal. Okay. So I was eating oatmeal every goddamn day. Now, as I'm eating the oatmeal every day, she got all the fucking herbs. I'm talking marjoram, coriander, rosemary, thyme, paprika, cayenne, sea salt, bitch, black pepper, girl. She had all the stuff. And I'm like, damn, girl, mind you, she had this big ass motherfucking kitchen, girl, bougie ass kitchen, bitch, with the TV little situation on the refrigerator, girl, the island in the middle, bitch. Girl, the little wraparound, bitch. The kitchen was so goddamn big. I said, bitch, I'm supposed to be living like this all the motherfucking time. Okay? Get into it. So, I'm in that big ass house by my motherfucking self, bitch. The house was huge. And so I'm in this big ass house by myself and I'm over here doing magic, okay? Magic. I was in my motherfucking magical bag, bitch, okay? And so my ancestors was coming to me saying, we're going to help you cook. I was cooking down, bitch. I'm talking like marsala, bitch. Like I was in the kitchen cooking shit I ain't never knew I could cook. But it was in the house and I was figuring out ways to motherfucking cook it. I remember there was like, yeah, some type of marsala something and chickpeas and vegetables, bitch, and stir fry. Bitch, it was stuff in the freezer. And my friend, and I made some because I remember the last day my friend was at the house, I made some and I just channeled. I just was channeling as I was cooking. And she goes, bitch, this tastes so motherfucking good. How did you make this? She's like, I've been having this in here for forever and I make it. It don't ever taste like this. I said, girl, I don't know. It's my grandmama. It's my grandmama, baby. I'm just over here channeling. I'm letting her use my hands and I'm just out the way watching, And so when I was making this oatmeal every day, I would use different herbs, cinnamon sometimes even as well, like cinnamon. Okay, cinnamon was always up in it. So I would always use different herbs, but I would be intentional with the herbs that I would use depending on what I needed them for. Thyme in particular was one that spoke to me. And now you could look up these herbs and get, general definitions or traditional definitions or uses for these herbs. There's books where things are printed out and it's copywritten and everything and official of what these herbs are for spiritually and energetically. There's all different types of medicine. And this has been going on for ancient definitions and intentions behind these things. Okay. However, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If you haven't caught on yet, you're gonna get to know me very well. It's a honeybee show over here. And so if I'm speaking to a herb and it tells me that it is for something that is not what's in the book, I'm using it for what the fuck it tells me that it's good for. Okay, I share an amen. If it tells me it will cure cancer, but that's not in the book, I'm gonna use it for the cure of cancer. And that's just how I function. I speak to it on my own and I say, okay, bitch, what we doing with you? Because I see you want me to use you. I see you want, you want to work with me. Now, what are we working together to do? And so when I was using thyme was one for spiritual protection. Thyme was also one for an elevation or an abundance of attraction within your own magic. And so it would bring forth more opportunities for advancement within your magical essences. Ashe and amen. And so it would also be an enhancement of your psychic abilities. And so I said, okay, bitch, I love that. Psychic protection, advancement of your psychic abilities. Okay, more opportunities for you to expand upon your magic, whatever your magic may be. And I said, well, all right. And then I kept hearing thyme. And then I'm a Capricorn, 6 stellium Capricorn, okay? And I know Kronos is, I believe, a Greek god. I believe it's Greek. But Kronos is one who is a keeper of time, if you will, or rules over time, or however you want to put that. And so Capricorns and Kronos are kind of associated with each other. And I always had this knowing that would come in and say, hey, Capricorns are associated with time, being timekeepers. And me being a 6 stellium Capricorn, my sun and my rising including, I was like, oh my God. And I was like, time, and they were making that correlation for me, my spirit guides. And I'm like, well, all right, then fuck it. And so all I heard was use thyme like the herb. This way, everything that you do within your business is going to be spiritually protected. Also, it's going to have natural advancement opportunities for you as well within the realm of your spirituality, your spiritual practice. And I said, well, send me to the motherfucking stars then. Okay, that sounds great for me. And so EyeGotThyme, it had became. And it was so funny because literally since the moment I was using the name, everybody would be like, I got time and spell it I got time. I like, the little line with the dot on top. And then time like how you would spell time. And then I'd be like, no, baby, I like the first time. I like the first I. And then time like the herb. And they're like, oh, I got time. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch, that's sickening. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And so I love that for me. And I just continue to, lean with it, rock with it. And I love that I did because even to this day, which it's now, I don't know how long I've been using this fucking name, but even now, it eats. It really eats. It devours, actually, bitch. It yums and noms, okay? It noms and it's yum. And that's where the name EyeGotThyme came from. So when it comes to the podcast, I know that the girls have been asking for me to do more audio content for a while now. And one of my new besties, okay, I want to say her name so bad, but I gotta wait. I want to get permission from people before I start putting their names and stuff in my podcast. But one of my besties, she asked me the question. She said, what is it that your supporters, your followers, your fans, what do they need from you when it comes to the content you're delivering, girl? Like, in addition to you always being on live, she goes, what else do they need from you that doesn't involve you always needing to be there, putting forth effort and energy? Because I'm just gonna be real with you, babe. I love you and I know you're really good at what you do and I know you like enjoy being on live, but you can't do that forever. Like you can't sustain that. I'm not saying that you're unable. I'm just saying that, babe, I'm watching you get exhausted. I'm watching you exhaust yourself. And I'm not gonna be the friend that's gonna sit here and perpetuate your bullshit. Like, real talk. You need something that you can continue to give your audience because I know you give a fuck about them real bad. And I know that you're going to want to keep giving to them, but how can you give to them in a way that doesn't involve you always needing to be in their face? And I'm like, oh. And I was like, well, I got to meditate on that because I don't know. And mind you, I said meditate. I didn't say think about it because a lot of you bitches like to think about shit. I said meditate, which means I was going to allow myself to listen. And so I did. So what I ended up doing was actually coming out with an album first, which is now available on all platforms. Honey Flows Infinity. Check her out, bitch. And then from there, the next day after I released the album, myself started working on the cover art for, or the logo or whatever for the podcast. And I was like, and I started doing that in the middle of the night. Mind you, I also recorded the album in the middle of the night. I'm a middle of the night girly. I'm a night owl. It's also 12:23 right now. 1223. Amen. Bitch, I'm such a witch. And obviously I'm recording this right now. You know what I mean? It's January 4th. I'm really excited. My birthday's in 6 days, by the way. January 10th. Period. Mind you, I was 2 weeks late when I was born, which I love because I feel like I was actually right on time, but I came in divine time. I came when I wanted to, and it's ironic that I was supposed to be born in December, but I'm definitely not a December Capricorn. You can tell I'm definitely a January Capricorn. Thank you. And and I'm born on the 10th. 10. I'm one every way you motherfucking spin it, bitch. So it's very ironic that I would wait until January 10th to be born because I definitely give number 10 the completion, but also the new beginning. I give wholeness, I give fullness, and if you take the 1 and add the 0, then you just get 1. So I'm also the motherfucking beginning, bitch. I'm the beginning and the end. Clock my motherfucking T. Talk about it, bitch, okay? Bitch, I'm having fun. And I asked myself because I was listening to another healer on TikTok. No, but this is on her Instagram though. And she was like, for 2025, like and instead of asking the question of how can I make more money, ask the question of how much more fun could I have? And I'm like, bitch, yes. How much more fun can I have? Amen. And so I wrote that down in my notes. And I've been looking at it the last couple days, and I've been asking myself, especially when I'm on live, like, how can I have more fun? How much more fun can I have? If I knew that fun could be at the forefront of everything in my life from this moment forward, how much more fun could I have? And so, bitch, I'm having a lot of fun with this. Even right now, I was asking myself, I was like, okay, well, I could watch a movie, eat these motherfucking cantaloupes, bitch, have this motherfucking popcorn, and just lay in the bed because I'm not sleepy. And I just woke up from like a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hour nap. I did a reading earlier today, girl. I did readings on live earlier, bitch. And one of my friends was in there and we were doing a reading for her. Bitch, tell me why the spirits hijacked my motherfucking body, bitch. I'm talking, they literally all rolled in deep and said, move. And like pushed me out the way, bitch. And I was channeling for her down, bitch. The reading was juicy as a motherfucker. And that's my favorite type of reading, which is why I use the term shamanic high priestess. It's because, bitch, I could do some motherfucking damage, bitch. I am lethal, bitch, in the words of my house mother, okay? I'm lethal, bitch. When it comes to channeling, bitch, they don't do it like me, girl. I don't know nobody that do it like me, but I know there's people who go off. Because there is one bitch on TikTok, and I won't say nobody's name, but this motherfucker, girl, she reads the house down boots, bitch. Ooh, she's the only other one who I ever seen read, and I said, bitch, you's a cold motherfucker. Oh my God. And so literally, like, I love when the spirits will come in and give you everything that you motherfucking need, bitch, and nothing of what you expected to receive, and just transform your whole shit. I love when a bitch get a reading from me, and after the reading they're like, bitch, I knocked out for a couple hours. My friend says she took a 2 hour nap. I love when bitches be like, bitch, after your reading, honey, bitch, I couldn't do nothing but sleep. And I'm like, yeah, that's that upgrade. That's that ascension, bitch. I'm an activator in this motherfucker. Okay? And so, yeah. So, anywho, I am really fucking thrilled to be giving you guys this motherfucking podcast. I'm really thrilled to be channeling for you guys. I'm really thrilled to also be elevating for me. I'm really thrilled to be delivering a lot more fun because this does feel like fun for me. And I deserve to have a lot of fucking fun. And so, as far as like what we're going to be doing here, what we're going to be talking about, what we're going to be dishing, and all those things, you're really just going to get authentic, honey. You can read the description of the podcast if you really want to know what I'm going to be getting into, but it's going to be psychic tarot readings for the collective. It's going to be astrological insights. It's going to be divination tips. It's going to just be conscious conversation. It's going to be tips of elevation. It's going to be learned wisdom. It's going to be the ins and outs, bitch, of anything that I have to share that will assist you with elevating, expanding, growing, and progressing in your journey, in your chosen path, in your lane. I am just choosing to show up real as a motherfucker. And I'm choosing to do this in a way that is so authentic that says, I'm not gonna wait until I have an intro or record an official intro or anything of that sort. Babe, I just want to fucking talk. Let's not make this complicated, because if it gets that way, I'm not gonna have fun anymore. I've already tried that, which is why I didn't really deliver the podcast shit in the first place. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier when I was saying, I know y'all have been asking for a lot more audio content, and I get it. And my friend was saying, how can you show up for your collective? And so here I am doing this podcast because that's what I was thinking about tonight. I am going to still watch a movie, eat my popcorn, and have my motherfucking cantaloupe. However, I'm going to listen to this podcast episode while I do that. And then if I'm inspired to watch, the movie still, then I will. But I want to consume a lot more me. I want to experience a lot more me, and I feel like this is going to be my opportunity to do that. So I want to also be the creative and also the consumer, and I want to experience that a lot more. There is an artist who inspires me very much, and I've known her, from what the media says, to always have an archive of everything that she does, down to her interviews where she would record them recording her. And I'm like, bitch, that's cunt. And so I want to consume a lot more of me so that way I understand who I am as an artist and as a creative, and I won't be confused and I won't feel unappreciated because I am receiving what I'm giving out to others. I deserve me just as much as everybody else deserves to experience my authenticity and my gifts. So that I share so willingly, by the way, and so generously and so purposefully with intention. So yeah, I feel like this is my fun avenue to give you guys a lot more of me that doesn't involve me needing to be in your face all the time. And it also delivers to you what a lot of you have been asking me for, which is audio content that you can listen to anywhere and everywhere. So now, bitch, you get to be on the train listening to me cackling, bitch. And if you're listening to me on the train, bitch, I want you to cackle out loud, okay? I want the bitches on the train to tap you and be like, babe, what are you listening to that has you over here howling like this, okay? And then you're like, bitch, it's EyeGotThyme Podcast. You gotta listen, bitch. Here, let me share it to you. And I want everybody on the motherfucking planet listening to the EyeGotThyme Podcast because it's so real, it's so authentic, it's so raw, it's so funny, and it's so fucking relatable because this bitch is saying everything that we think. And I thought that it was taboo to say these things or behave this way in public, but the bitch ain't manic. She's just her motherfucking self, bitch. She's a genius. She makes sense. Somebody give this motherfucker a Nobel Peace Prize, girl. Somebody give this bitch an honorary doctorate in this motherfucker. Please and thank you. Because I'm not going to these educational institutions, bitch, because can't none of y'all clock me. Can't none of y'all motherfucking credit me, bitch. I'm the only one who can make me credible and make me official in this motherfucking lane. Nigga. So I don't know if I can say that on the podcast, but bitch, I'm saying it. and they're gonna be all right. Okay, just make the podcast explicit. Thank you so much. Um, Maybe I could. No, I'm not gonna edit it out. It's gonna stay in there because, bitch, that's also me too. It came out of my mouth, girl. Put an explicit tag on the motherfucking podcast and then move forward, girl. Thank you. Okay. I mean, thank you. So, with that being said, we're going to wrap up episode 1 because we're at 30 minutes. I would love for these episodes to be about 30 minutes or less. And we're going to see, though, because bitch, I like to talk and I could go. And I don't want to put no limits on me. I don't want to put no chains on me. I don't want to put no restrictions on the bitch. I don't want to set no boundaries that don't need to be set. You know what I mean? And so this is going to be me discovering what it is that I am and am not able to do. But I'm going to take it all the way there and then I'll pull back as I need to, but I'm going to go. My Mercury is in Sagittarius, bitch, and I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to deliver. I'm ready to deliver, darling. Darling, I'm ready to deliver. So I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for listening to episode 1. I am so fucking excited to listen to this back myself. And let's have a good fucking time. It's 2025. And honestly, I feel like 2025, this number 9 year, is going to be a remarkable one. I do want to share a little bit about the number 9, the shape of it. I was talking about this on Threads, and I also shared it on Instagram, and then I was talking a little bit about it on TikTok Live. And it's this. P.S. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube because I post hella fucking content on the YouTube and bitch, the shit goes off. Like there's a lot of healing broadcasts that I have over there and I'm talking hundreds of hours worth of content. So if you really want to dive into the honeybee universe or the honeybee multiverse, bitch, EyeGotThyme on YouTube is where the fuck it's at, bitch. I'm talking quantum healing, astrological insights, bitch, elemental readings, psychic tarot readings, bitch, live healing broadcasts, bitch. I'm talking poetry, girl. It's everything over there. Okay, anyway, the number 9. If you look at the shape of the number 9, it's a circle at the top and then an opening at the bottom, right? However, you have like this boiling or this womb at the top of the number 9. You have this piling up of information, of energy at the top, but then at the bottom you have this opening, and the opening is facing the rear or the back or the past, and and that's where the release would happen. Now if you inverse the number 9, you get the number 6. The number 6 often for me has a lot to do with the child, with the inner child or the womb or the stomach, in how it curves back into itself. It's what's happening on the inside, whereas I feel the number 9 is whatever's on the inside is now being released to the outside. But because it's facing the back, I feel that it's something that is sending you forward. It's blasting you forward, kind of like a rocket. So it's shooting out the back, which is able to propel you forward into your new beginning. And the number 9 is a number for endings and also beginnings. So ironically, you look at the shape and it gives you the T. And so I personally feel that this number 9 year, 2025, is one that's going to really slap a lot of motherfuckers in the face, or it's going to slap a lot of motherfuckers in the ass. It depends on how the fuck it is that you have been showing up, and I feel like it's going to show up in our lives rather fast because it's so intense. The number 9 is a number of intensity. So depending on how the fuck it is that you have been behaving and operating the last 3 to 4 years, you're going to notice a significant materialization or fruition of what it is that you've been doing. So if you've been on your P's and Q's, you'll notice that this number 9 year, this 2025, is going to be like miraculous for you, bitch. If you're open to receiving miracles, oh, bitch, up the wazoo. Now, if you're a bitch who's been slacking and you've been, not on your shit, you've been falling off and you've been pretending, you're going to notice that this number 9 year is going to be gathering you by the motherfucking pony, bitch. And I hope your shit is glued down real good or else you won't have no edges. However, it will definitely evolve you and catapult you into a season of growth either way. It's just what kind of experience do you want to have? I personally do feel that nothing is ever too late. And so if you can get your mind right, and if you could if you could get your mind right into alignment with what your soul is asking for, I do feel that you can shift yourself and work this out to be in your benefit, to work this out to be in your favor. And this is just you truly becoming an alchemist. I believe that all of us are here to learn how to be an alchemist of our own right. And that is just the capacity to be able to feel and experience emotions in a way that serves our complete wellness. So I love you guys. That's my little tidbit. This is episode 1. If you guys want to hear specific things from me or learn specific things from me or have specific questions or you ever want me to do a specific type of reading, let me know. Email me. Email me your suggestions because I want to deliver for this podcast what we, the people, are needing. Okay? I love you. I love me first, bitch. And let's bust down on the bust down, bitch. I'm so excited. My email is honey@EyeGotThyme.com, EyeGotThyme.com. I have merch as well for the album Honey Flows Infinity at my website, shop. EyeGotThyme.com, EyeGotThyme.com. And I believe it's just EyeGotThyme/shop. But nonetheless, you could also check my link tree. You could check my website. My website also got my link tree. But yeah, the shop is there on my website, EyeGotThyme.com. And you could get your merch. You could get your sweaters. You could get your t-shirts. Your hoodies and your t-shirts. And you could also get your pins, your pin buttons. And then you could also check out my other books as well. My first book is available, Soaring Bird. My second book is available, Honey in the Blood Moon. And my third book is also available as well, which is My Self-Said Sis. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for listening to episode 1 of the I Got Time podcast. Let's have some motherfucking fun.